Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all good, hope you're all having a good week, enjoying this lovely sunshine that's come to the UK now. I think summer's nearly here, isn't it? All 5 days of summer. But today's video, I'm going to be talking about Newcastle United. So if you watched the game on Monday night, Newcastle got the point they needed against Leicester City at home in a 0-0 draw to qualify for Champions League football for next season. An amazing achievement. Let's start from the let's start 2 years ago. In October 2021, the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia purchased an 80% controlling stake in Newcastle, which has seen significant investment in the club. Not just the playing squad, but the training ground has seen a redevelopment, multiple stadium infrastructure upgrades and stuff like that, and there is a real buzz and a real feel-good factor around St James's Park. Newcastle, one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League, one of the biggest clubs in the country. I would say one of the best supported teams in Europe. Their fans are incredible. Follow them home and away in their thousands everywhere they go. I've got a bit of a theory or a bit of a thing that I consider them to be the English Borussia Dortmund, with the way that their fans follow them. The atmosphere that's created on a match day at the stadium and the potential of that club is just absolutely enormous. And yeah, since Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund and Amanda Staveley have taken over that club, they've gone from strength to strength, and Eddie Howe and Jason Tindall have just done an absolutely phenomenal job there. Like I say, finished in the top four in the Premier League this season, and I think now, despite spending, I think it's £220 million on players so far in the last 2 years, I think this is where Newcastle are really going to kick on this summer. They've been very shrewd with their signings, very shrewd. They've signed some excellent players: Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman, Bruno Guimaraes, Dan Burn at left back's been brilliant as well. Alex Isak up front has looked a real threat. They've signed some absolutely brilliant players, but those players to now have got them to a level where I think now they've hit the Champions League, they can get the rung above the players that they've been going for already. That Champions League sort of badge that you can put on your club attracts a different quality of player, and when you've got the potentially unlimited resources to go out and get whoever you want, I think that it's a very interesting summer and exciting time to be a Newcastle fan. Not only, does it mean that the players they can attract will be positive as well, but also sponsorships. Now, a bit of a contentious one, sponsorships, and I was going to say state-run clubs. They're not state-run according to the Premier League. They're not state-run, but very interesting around sponsorships, because the news has broken today that a shirt sponsorship with a Saudi events company called Sela is about to be announced. It's going to be a Newcastle club record deal financially, and that will see obviously Sela's logo put on the front of their kit moving forward for next season and the season after. We already saw a shirt sleeve sponsor halfway through this season, I think it was, or the season before, with a company called Noon, who are also a Saudi company. So you can see the theme running through that there. Obviously, Saudi owners, they're going to get these companies coming in and sponsoring the club with some revenue and some more money, which they can then justify buying players. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm really interested to see what they do, because they've been linked with some very exciting players. I think that their recruitment has been excellent up to now. Obviously, they brought in Dan Ashworth as Director of Football, who was at Brighton and did an absolutely fantastic job at Brighton as well. They've been linked with players such as Dominic Sabotzlai at RB Leipzig, who's an excellent player. James Maddison as well, obviously at Leicester, who are probably going to get relegated. He might be available at a very decent price. Kieran Tierney at left back. Can they go into the Champions League with Dan Burns, 6'8" Geordie lad at left back? This is where the hard decisions are going to have to be made by Eddie Howe, because as well as this squad have done leading up to now to get them into the Champions League, if they want to kick on and really start challenging for trophies, you need a certain quality of player, and there's going to be some difficult decisions to be made in regards to the playing squad and being ruthless and moving some players on, or not necessarily out of the club but out of the starting 11 certainly. So we will see who they target in the summer. But yeah, I'm really interested as a neutral to see how it goes, because this is almost one of those FIFA football manager type experiments where, your reputation gets unlocked a little bit higher and you've got the infinite money glitch and you can go out and sign even better players now. So, yeah, really interested to see what happens this summer. Newcastle fans, get in touch. Let me know who you're hoping to see come through the door. Is there any dream signings that you think will complement the squad really well? Who do you think might get moved on? Because, like I say, that squad, they're going to need to free up some wages and some spaces for registration in the squad. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Let's see what happens this summer. Playoffs this weekend, so I'll be making some videos around that. Can't wait for that. Final day of the Premier League as well, relegation, and that's about it. A few dead rubbers in the Premier League. It's really only who's going to get relegated now, so let's see what happens there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for all your support. Continue to subscribe to the channel, interact with me, and recommend what sort of videos you want. And I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy that weather. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye.